so you certainly know what you're talking about when it comes to this crisis. Children are dying. Fentanyl is now being turned into something that looks like candy. Halloween is right around the corner. How concerned are you by the fact that we continue to hear nothing from the White House about this crisis?
I am very concerned. I have 17 grandchildren, Rob. Great to be with you and Allison this morning. And I worry about my grandkids. I worry about everyone's kids and grandkids with candy-colored fentanyl coming across our border. This president, Joe Biden, and his minions have simply abandoned the American people, our sovereignty, and our national security. That's the only thing you can say. I think, border included with everything else that we're dealing with today, with the drug crisis, threats of nuclear war, the economy in a recession, and inflation just raging. I don't think that we've ever had this type of poor leadership or lack of wise leadership in our nation and in the history of our country that I've read about. We have just been thrown to the wolves, and the Biden just does not look like he's going to come around and try to do something about the border. It just doesn't look like he's doing anything but abandoning the American people.
Yeah, Congressman, migrant deaths at the U.S.-Mexico border, they hit a record high this year. Nearly 270,000 unaccompanied children. They've entered the U.S. since Biden took office. But now the White House, they're blaming Republicans for this.
They blame everyone but themselves. I have never heard. Joe Biden has been in office less than 2 years. He has made more mistakes than any president in the history of this country. I've never heard him apologize one time when he was wrong. And he obviously, humility is certainly not one of his virtues. And he was calling out for a deceased member of our conference in the Republican Party the other day. Never said anything else after that. It's just incredible. We have this many tens of thousands of unaccompanied children coming across this border. Many of them have been subjected to sexual assault on the way up here. It goes without saying that's anyone who risks that journey from all around the world, quite frankly, through into South America and Mexico and up to our border. We absolutely have got a humanitarian crisis of enormous proportions on our border right now.
Congressman, we had Mark Morgan on earlier this week. He used to be the head of the Border Patrol, and he said that there has never been a president that has done so much for the business of human trafficking as Joe Biden in the last 20 months. But to take that a step further, Kamala Harris was at the North Korean border this week. Why she's there, I have no idea. But she's now visited the North Korean border exactly as many times as she's, quote unquote, visited the southern border. Take a listen.
So the United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. And it is an alliance that is strong and enduring.
She was in the demilitarized zone there, Congressman. I can see her laughing. Glad to give you a laugh on a Friday. We laughed, too, when we heard that. What's your reaction?
It just shows you how clueless our leadership is. I mean, the President of the United States, the Vice President of the United States, the Speaker of the House of Representatives. It's incredible that we are in the hands of people that simply do not protect our sovereignty, our national security, and uphold the oaths of office to enforce the constitutional, the laws of the land. Yeah. It is unbelievable what we are seeing, and I'm telling you, if the American people will wake up, and I'm hoping they will, and expecting them to do so in November to give the majorities of the House and Senate back. And let me say one other thing. As the Border Security Caucus, I've been down to the border numerous times. I've been to HHS facilities down there, and these thousands and thousands of unaccompanied minors, UACs, they're being shipped out as quickly as possible to so-called families all over the United States of America. I asked two simple questions. I asked the HHS folks in charge at Fort Bliss, also at Carrizo Springs, Texas, and I said, are you doing DNA testing to find out if these are indeed real families? No, they're not. Are you doing criminal background checks on these so-called families? No, we don't have the resources to do so. I think this, just as you said a while ago, Rob, this is the greatest aid and help and comfort given to a
yeah.
child.
And it goes on and on unchecked, Congressman.
So
You make such a
scary.
good point.